You're such an asshole.
All right, we have a question, and I have answers as long as you got money over at assholeconsulting.com, where I, the world's only professional asshole, will answer your questions for money because just like all of you, I too am a hooer. Today's video is brought to you by Bachelor Economics, is linked down below, and if you want to learn about getting the girls and career and blah, 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 there's the book. That's kind of a crappy sales pitch. Yes, it was. Hi, Cappy, repeat customer here. I know you despise the usual how do I get the girlsa request, but here is a different request that I don't think you have covered thoroughly. Assuming a man hits the gym, and I was gonna point that out. I'm like, look, none of this matters. Okay, you all claim women are unfair and they don't date short guys. Dude, they're going to be attracted to what they're going to be attracted to. You have to be in good shape. You can't be fat. You can't stink. You can't dress like crap. All right. And you can't be short. And I know that may upset some of you, but that's not under my control. It's not under their control to control liking tall guys either. I mean, you got to ask out really short girls. But there is no reason. I've told a couple few female clients I've had, how do I get the guys? And I'm like, okay, are you fat? Well, I don't even bother. All right, $25, $30, lose weight. When you lose the weight, come back and then we'll talk. Because if you're not even willing to do that, if you're not willing to be physically attractive to the other person or opposite sex, then there's no reason to talk about what should I major in or blah, blah, blah. If you're a fat, ugly piece of crap, it won't matter. If you're a noodly soy boy hipster who still thinks it's 2005, oh, Obama, well. All right. And yet you got your brown shoes and your brown socks with your slacks coming up to your calf. Ooh. You're just so perfectly effeminately groomed. That's you. It doesn't matter what you major in. Because you can have a complete loser if he's good looking enough. Girls will go after him. And we'll address that later on. If I get my voice back. All right. So keep that in mind. This is going to assume you're at least an 8. I'm sorry, guys. You're going to have to be at least an 8 nowadays. Linear 8 and more like a 9 or a 10, which would put you in the literal top 20%. But you're going to have to be an 8 or higher. And if you're 5'6", well, you better be dating some short gals. Okay. I'll tell you that. You better be targeting some short gals. Assuming a man hits the gym and follows other standard red pill wisdom and can afford to do so, what jobs can he take that help attract pre-epiphany phase women under age 27 to 30 or so? Okay. These girls want a fun guy, trademark, fun guy. He's fun guy. Don't introduce him to mom. Don't bring your kids from other men around him. He's fun guy. He can only do fun. These girls want a fun guy, often a bad boy with status, especially situational alphas and Instagrammable lifestyles. So the list would probably include things like personal trainer. Yeah, but they've kind of taken a bath. Have you seen personal trainers? You're kind of like, you're a personal trainer? What the heck? What? So, okay, we can throw that to the list. Ski instructor. This is not a 1980s movie anymore. I don't think ski instructors are. Musician, like a legit one. Club DJ, yes. Bartender and drug dealer. Ah, you stole my thunder. You stole my thunder. Absolutely a drug dealer. Like if you're a clean-cut drug dealer, like you just, you're the good-looking dude and you supply the party with the fun. And, like you're good-looking too. Oh, yeah. Because they want the drugs too. I mean, there's that. You mentioned jobs like Sterling Cooper's profession and pro athletes, but please focus on jobs that are attainable for at least a small percentage and not just a handful of men. Okay, good. We'll get to that. Please make a video when you're not completely overwhelmed with work. I went out fossil hunting and agate hunting today, and I found both. I found a Fairburn agate, a small but very good piece, very pretty. And I found a big honking amalgamation of fossils, a smaller amalgamation of fossils, and 2 individual fossils. So I'm going to mail those to my nieces and nephews for Christmas. Put them in. They like when I put in a cigar box and I put money in there. And oftentimes they like the cigar box more than they like the money or the fossil because they're little. especially if it means a slightly lower price. Oh no, prices are not going down. Not just because of inflation. I am that booked with work, but I did get some fun in today. Was not able to shoot my new gun. All right, let's go through the list. All right, generally in order, but not really. All right, first one that came to mind. You could do this part time, especially if you're in shape. Firefighter. All right, and just so you know, because I've been there, not a firefighter, but this type of men. Women have a checklist. Ladies, the handful of you, one if I'm telling the truth, zero if I'm lying. All right. There's like a list of guys girls want to bang. Firefighter is one of them. Athlete, if they can pull it off. One of their teachers, professors, obviously a professor in college, not when they're in high school or younger, hopefully not, by God. Ballroom dance instructor, that was me. I'm trying to think what else are the other ones. Maybe cop and another woman's husband or another woman's man. That is up there too. That might even be the darn peak. So that's like their check. I got to date one. It'd be no different than I got to date. She was a cheerleader. A pro. I got to one. I always want to pull off if I could find them. But I don't know how they look. Like if you were able to bang one of your former babysitters, like as an adult, of course, I mean, but like you met her and you're like 25 and she's 32 and she still got it. That would be kind of a cool thing. It'd be like, yeah, all right. Yeah. Also probably one of your professors. Men have a little bit more. Stripper. If you could pull it off, Playboy Playmate, although nowadays that means it's a dude. But you get there's this list, okay? So that's kind of in this list, but probably on top of that would be firefighter. They gotta get their firefighter. So there's that there. Athlete in general. All right. That's kind of hard, but I put MMA fighter would be like the pinnacle example of that. Not everybody can go ahead and be an MMA fighter. I understand that. So maybe that's outside the domain, but an athlete of some kind. But we're pushing the realm of impossibility. Not so much party girls. This would be more like lockdown material, but no girl's going to turn this guy away. Investment banker or financier. Some guy in high finance. Also stereotypically related, a surgeon or a doctor. Many girls would like to have a relationship with a doctor, just a fun one. But then maybe down the road, lock them down. Pilot, highly ranked up this list, of course, too. And then also I would say internet celebrity. Not a real celebrity because I think that's just too much. Again, most of us cannot become, but you could kind of become somewhat of an internet celebrity. And this is where you'd have to talk to Fresh and Fit because they know Instagram game. I guess Instagram that's where everyone goes now. That's where the dating profiles are. And I've been told in the past that if I had posted more pictures of myself, then that a lot of girls would follow me and I get more female clients because they'd be interested in me. I post pictures of rocks and agates and me giving the finger a lot of time and sunsets and landscapes and motorcycles. But if you get enough followers, apparently, you're big enough on Instagram, that I guess carries cachet. But also, let's say you're a YouTube guy. I wonder how much tail Josh Fluke gets. I'm kind of interested and fascinated a little bit with Josh Fluke because he had a very tough background, majored in engineering. He's got spot on analysis of the corrupt corporate politics. And then a girl totally screwed him over. But now he's kind of like a celebrity. Like, are girls throwing themselves at him? Every great once in a while, I get a girl that expresses a little interest in me. Yeah, you don't believe, ladies, 1 if you got a little interest in me, 0 if you don't. We'll see, just show you. But having some kind of presence, and that's the key word, because we're going to get to this next, but you have some kind of public figure presence. Okay, now let's move on to that. Teacher, professor. Okay, I mean college. All right, girl, and here's where the presence is involved and where you're a leader. Okay. You see these girls every day. I taught economics in college. I taught statistics in college. Yes, I banged some of my students. Go F yourselves. I waited till they graduated and wouldn't matter because both these colleges have closed because they were corrupt pieces of crap schools. Anyway, you're there every day. You're a little bit older than them. Yes, I was in shape. You're a subject matter expert, so I'm displaying excellence. If any of you have seen the Tao of Steve, and then you're funny or witty or whatever, or maybe you're shy and nerdy, but the familiarity breeds comfort and security, and all of a sudden the girl's crushing on you. And I almost had the girl do the love you thing. One girl was really crushing on me back in the day. And it's just like, wow. She's just like, ah. And I'm like, she's gonna have the love you thing across the anyway. So some kind of teacher professor. I would have 2 subnotes or asterisks underneath that. If you can be a ballroom dance instructor, if you can teach dance, I highly recommend you do. Because that is shooting fish in a barrel. That is, now it wasn't always that way. I don't think it's a cakewalk. You still like, there'd be times I thought like, yeah, this girl's gonna, and then they disappear. And then some girls would, oh, can we meet after class? Yeah, give me your number. Get stood up. So I don't think, it's just it's a slam dunk. But if you can be a ballroom dance instructor, yes. Also, if you can be some kind of a political figure, it doesn't have to be senator level or anything, but like you're the deputy mayor, or you're doing some kind of speaking tour, or you're like the leader of some kind of political action committee or something like that. Anytime you're leading, and for lack of a better word, I don't know if I consider teaching leading, but for lack of a better word, leading and the center of attention, and you're speaking and you're doing something, that also helps. So whatever multiple category of businesses, professions would fall into that, that's one thing you can do. Also related to familiarity, bartender, bouncer, girls are drunk. They're making good decisions. People say, well, don't you make bad decisions when you're drunk? No, girls finally make good decisions. They like loosen up and have fun. Like, it's just like, you're gonna have fun. All right. You can have another drink, go dance, go give that guy a hug. I don't, but the bartender, bouncers, yes, those guys are there. Cops. I don't care what happened in 2020 or 2021. Girls dig cops. I know several cops, and girls dig them. They like the safety. Usually cops, you got to be bigger and stronger, though not always. And they like cops. They do like cops. Cops are good. Also, and I saw this in Wyoming, and it's also out here in the Dakotas, cowboy or rancher. Because those guys have money, and this would also be the check mark. Ooh, I want to ride a cowboy. But the problem is there ain't no cowboys in Atlanta or New York City or Miami. Although cowboys originally started in Florida. A little bit of history you didn't know, I bet, about America. Cowboys started in Florida. Yeah. See? Right next to Disney World. But if you get out into more rural areas, not so much farmers, because let's admit farmers are really strong. They're probably really reliable, but they're old. And it's boring. What am I going to do? Date a plumber? Well, yeah, they make pretty good money, actually. But a cowboy rancher, those guys, they're cowboys. They're in good shape. They're putting in fence posts, and they do the bull wrangling. You go to the rodeo. Real legit stuff. But then they also, if they run their operations correctly, make lots of money. You know how steak is expensive? Yeah, that goes to those guys. You are not, here's the mystery. It's the mystique. You don't see them. Like if they come to town, they're in their truck, and they won't say they're regular old working men. Like you would not be able to pick them out from a regular guy working on windmills or a construction worker. They got their truck. They're loading up hay. That, I guess, is a tell. Like, well, they got cattle or they got horses. They're getting feed. but they're wearing their Carhartts and ew, grody, horse poo. Then you go to their estate, and this happened a couple times when I was in banking, and you're out in the middle of you're on a dirt road. You expected some trailer, some bodies to be buried somewhere, just like some rundown shack. You make the curve around the cliff. There's this big old spread. You walk in, marble floors, and then there's a hot wife. You're like, what the? And then you see it's got like nice, barn full of classic cars. You won't see them because they keep to themselves. Also, they're on their property, which sometimes often requires 10,000 acres, depending on how many head of cattle you got. You just don't see them. And what towns they do go to get supplies and all that. We're talking towns like Casper, Gillette, Cody, Cheyenne. I guess if we're up in Montana, Billings, Bozeman, Butte, Missoula. Not a lot of girls hanging out at these places. Not a lot of hot chicks in these towns. Kemmerer, Oakton, Chamberlain. There's not a lot of girls. Actually, if you girls want to find yourself a cowboy, they got that farmers only, don't they? That wouldn't be the dumbest strategy for some of you ladies who want to find a good quality man. I got a friend who's female, and she met a guy. He's down in Nebraska, got an 80,000 acre ranch, which is huge. That's monstrous. This guy's very rich. And jokingly, but only half jokingly, like he's single, but he's like 70 or something like that. And she came in, and she's a tomboy. She shoots guns and hunts and knows how to field dress. She's a real cool gal. She's the one that tried to get me killed by that mountain lion. They were joking. She's like, well, I'm not married. Like, he's like, you could come down anytime. You're like, I'm like, yeah, man, you'd inherit the ranch. All the hunting in the world, all the fishing. And you could see, she's like, yeah, I could. Yeah, that I could. He'd be happy. You'd kind of be happy. So that's just a little interesting subnote there for you girls if you want to find someone. And then we get into kind of your bad boy, fun guy type. Absolutely. The clean drug dealer, the professional drug dealer. Absolutely. And if you're not the clean cut girls love criminals. They absolutely love criminals. It doesn't matter. You got out of jail. You're trying to go straight. What'd you do? I assaulted someone for picking on my whatever daughter, niece, girl at the time. Drug dealing, assault, robbery. What'd you rob? And then I'd rather not say. I mean, there you get. No, I'm trying to change my. What'd you rob the bank? Jewelry thief. Although there you'd have to like study up on it, and or you don't want to be a white collar. Oh, embezzlement. No. Vehicular manslaughter. Something good. Drug dealer's fine though. Just go with regular old drug dealer. Girls get excited about that. And then there's your regular old douche. And this is the guy where, and somewhere there's the formula. I don't understand it exactly, but the guy is a patented loser. He lives at home. He ain't got no money. He borrows money from his girlfriend, but that's the whole point. He's got girls that will give him money. Girls will lend this guy money, and they're hot girls. And you look at him like, okay, he's hot, got it. He's good looking, but he's a loser. And it's just like, what the hell? What? Now, understandably, when you're young and stupid, you think, but I'm getting my degree in mechanical engineering, or I have a job, and this guy lives at home. He's on welfare. Girls do not care. If they get the VTs, they're going to get the VTs. And if he's a good looking dude enough, and he like got that FU, I don't care attitude, inevitably he hasn't gone to jail yet, but that's the way he's going. Girls will go after that. But I've never figured out how you could pull off that unemployed loser, welfare, money borrowing douche. Never figured how you could pull that off. But I'll tell you this, when I saw it, yeah, they were in good shape. They're in good shape. They were not fat and overweight. They were good looking dudes. And girls all love them. They all love and so it's not like, oh, you got to be an investment banker and bringing down 6 figs. For the party girls, absolutely not. Absolutely not. You just got to be a badass and be something they want to F. That's it. That's really what it is. So, and then, I mean, if you wanted something formulated, because we didn't capture them all, here's the other thing. The party girls want to go back and tell their girlfriends, ooh, I'm dating a cop. Ooh, I'm dating this. Ooh, I'm dating that. Ooh, I'm dating a firefighter. Ooh, I had sex with a drug dealer. It's the Pokemon. They're playing Pokemon. They want to catch them all. Look what I got. Oh, I got my Pikachu card. I got my Snorlax card. I got my Bulbasaur card. I slept with the surgeon. Ooh, I slept. We have to add husband or man already spoken for. That's in the list, by the way, gentlemen. That is in the list. You're not for all women, but for a lot. Ooh, I got my other woman's man card. And then they'll get serious when the epiphany stage comes by. And then only half of these would be legit, like, investment banker, doctor, pilot, professor, maybe cop, rancher, if the girl's ever found it. But yeah, then they might bang the drug dealer on the side, but they ain't going to commit to the drug. Well, who knows? Some of you girls are just like, but I love him. I was like, yeah, but he beats you regularly. Yeah, but he can't change him. All right, never mind. What am I going to do? I'm going to play some Battlefield Bad Company 2. That's what I'm going to do. Are you going to listen to me complain about my abusive boyfriend? No. Not. Oh, I'm out of respect. I'm sorry for our Latino agents in the field. Although, and this depends on what country you're in. Okay, so let's go international. Add to that list foreigner. All right, let's just say foreigner in general. That'll cover all countries. All right, so let's say you're Modern Life John. Okay, you're this pudgy, ugly, mixed race guy. I don't know what he is. He's half something, and he stinks and he smells. He's got walrus tits. All right, he goes to Japan. He's a celebrity. He's getting laid left and right because he's different. He's exotic. Let's go with another guy that we all don't like. Troy Francis. Troy Francis comes in here with his blue eyes and his full set of hair and his nice clothes, and he looks like Daniel Craig. And then what does he do? He comes in here with that British accent. Oh, hello. And goes like, oh my gosh, can I just give you my pussy? Oh, hi. Oh, yeah, it's just the most amazing accent. And, so even he could get laid in the United States. A lot of girls here, at least if we keep it domestic, girls want their Latino lover. They want the Latino guy. Some of them want to get the black card too. Just so your brothers know too. Not always, but sometimes. No one wants the Asian card. Sorry, guys. Love you. Gonna tell you the truth. And especially not the East Indian. Sorry, guys. I'm just telling you the honest truth. No one wants to collect. No, they just don't. The American girls do not. Now, I don't know. You go to a different country, it might be completely different. I don't know. But generally speaking, if you look at I'm just telling you the truth. Go look at what was it? Catching the Fish, whatever. They did the heat grid. And I'm sorry, Asian men are like dead last. They just do not. It's very bad. Not morally bad, not your fault. But the add foreigner, exotic foreigner. You gotta be in shape. Heck, you can even see that going to different states. That happened to me where I'd go to like Chicago for a weekend. Where you from? Oh, I'm from Minneapolis. Really? Yeah. Is it shocking? It's right over there, And then, hey, one hand on hitch. And you kids are too young. You don't even know what a bra is. Well, I never got underneath the shirt. There's some under there. Tego biddies. Chicago biddies. Yeah, so foreigner. Guy from out of town, maybe we could expand that too. But girls are going to, on their checklist, I wanted a Latin guy. I wanted Eduardo to dance the salsa. Carbagoon Cabulous, $5. Not a cap. Not a cap? Not a cop. Not a cop. Too many women tell me they can't trust a cop boyfriend. Who said no? Caprigoon, he's talking only the fun girl. This is fun time. This is party girl time. They're not getting a boyfriend. I respond, because they flirted with one before. Yes, be a cop. Oh, okay. You're saying be a cop. Yes. Yes, be a cop. Heck, even work in security. I got occasionally. We could throw military maybe in the uniform does something. The uniform does not hurt. It does not hurt. Whether you're a dopey security guard, if it's a sharp looking uniform, the girls they'll turn. We had really badass looking uniforms back at security in the college days, and it was too militant. We looked like a SWAT team, and it was too militant. So then they got like iron on patches and all that. But we had SWAT pants and military boots. We looked pretty good. We looked pretty badass. Pavel, dang it, Pavel, with your name. Razuvayev. Yes, Pavel, $5, just showing support here. So, well, thank you, Pavel. I appreciate it very much. I know you're Russian in nature, but did you grow up in Russia, or do you just have Russian family? Equivocal Systems, $5. In what order should we read your books? I feel depressed after reading Curse of the High IQ. Well, don't read Enjoy the Decline then next. I assume Enjoy the Decline should be... No. If you're depressed after Curse of the High IQ, you need something happier. All right. In your particular case, read Sanity is the Future of Wealth. That'll make you happier. I don't know. What order should you read it? I guess it depends how old you are and where you are in life. I would start with Sanity is the Future of Wealth because it's like an essay. It's like 30 pages. You could read it in an hour, if that. And it will really lay the philosophical groundwork by which you can understand that same running thing. In other words, that theme repeats itself or comes up in all my other books, but as a very critical and important philosophy to understand. Then I'm looking at them, but I can't see them because they're in a shadow. I don't know. Then I guess Bachelor Pad Economics, the sections that are germane to your life stage, because it's supposed to go from like 14 to death. So I won't read the whole thing, just the parts that are germane to you. Curse of the High IQ. And then, I don't know. I'm trying to remember what I all got. Then, but see, if you were younger, first thing, if you were like in high school, don't even read Sandy. Get Worthless. If you're a black man, get The Black Man's Guide Out of Poverty. Those are the first ones I'd lead with. But talking larger philosophical, Sandy is the Future of Wealth, Bachelor Pad Economics, Curse of the High IQ, Poor Richard's Retirement. That's why I do Poor Richard's Retirement. But for those of you, depending on the age you're at, it might be Black Man's Guide Out of Poverty, Worthless, Reconnaissance Man. If you're graduating from college, go get Reconnaissance Man first and read that before anything else. And then the last one that I would read, though no less important, would be How Not to Become a Millennial. That would be important, especially if you're about to raise a kid. But yeah, don't read. If you're depressed now, don't read Enjoy the Decline. Don't read that next. Dung is fun for $20 generous. I finally realized something celebrities that dude films have been replaced by celebrities on the internet. I don't know. I mean, like, you have to admit, most of the celebrities on the internet are not hot. PewDiePie, like him, not hot. He ain't no Hugh Jackman. There's a much, you get popular on the internet because of your personality. If you're a guy, if you're a girl, it's whether you're cute or not. That's it. Terribly sorry, girls. Men just don't care about your personality or your background. You got to be pretty. That's it. Sorry. Oprah's over there. But yeah, with, if you're going to do a movie or something, you got to have like the right guy. With internet, it's like, oh, that guy's quirky. He's weird. He's crazy. And then they tune in. Heck, you don't even see the guy's face half the time. But in terms of viewing, you can't go out to the movies no more. And movies have become so woke. And let's be honest, the internet offers exactly what you want. You could find exactly like multiple niches. I can get D&D podcasts. I can get political podcasts. I can get philosophy and red pill podcasts. I can get nihilistic podcasts. I can get to the niche. Weltgeist, perfect example. Schopenhauer and Nietzsche. That's all he does. That's a pretty narrow niche. Very good podcast, though, by the way. And that's more intellectually stimulating. I enjoy that more than like taking a 40-60 chance if I go see this movie, I'm going to waste $15 on a political sermon and a lecture. You know, like the Cripple Ghostbusters. You know, they got Cripple Ghost. But did you know Ghostbusters, the new one came out? Cripple Ghostbuster came out. It's for kids. Look, yay. It's like, dude, will someone please make a movie that involves American men 30 to about 50 years old saving the world? Can we just do that? They're crazy, unique characters, but can we just have the men come save the planet like they always do? Maxi Mike, $2. You strive for diplomat, bro, dude. I bet on engineer, doctor. I don't know, diplomat. See, if you'd have to live in DC, like there, it's a whole different world because girls are like, oh, he's a diplomat. Ooh, that's a senator. Ooh, he's the chief of staff. I mean, it's all. And just so you know, if you ever find a girl from, oh, I'm from DC, like you were brought up there, or you worked there. Oh, I worked there my entire 20s in government. You run. Did I get that one? All right. Scrolling. I think we caught up with all of them. Scrolling. Oh, no, we didn't. Maxi Mike, $5. Forget Christian Grey. So hola to Cristiano Enrique Grande. Make the Lambada look like child's play. End statement with single powerful hip thrusts. No, it's going to be a one-time thing, though. That's the thing that, and we've seen this before where, oh, I think she likes me. It's like, no, dude, you're just a notch. Like, you are a Pokemon card to her. Like, there's a lot of gals like, oh, I got to get my black dick, you know, and they have it's just a check mark. And I've seen it like, oh, I thought you kind of like, yeah, they do that every once in a while. So just keep an eye out there. Just keep an eye out. Pavel, again, $5. I moved to Texas when I was 14, but you're one of the few who can actually got my last name right for the first try. Yes. I was hooked on phonics. I enunciated the words. Doc, damn near at 800 subs on YouTube. Look, by the way, everyone goes sub to Doc, but sub here. For some reason, I'm like trailing 400 per month less subscribers than I was before. I've stagnated at 84,000. I did want to get to 100,000. That may not happen. Dong is fun. $5. Well, because you're inner celebrity, you can describe a lot. Because you're inner celebrity. Oh, internet. I think you mean that. Well, because you're an internet celebrity, you could describe a lot more and being more engaging with your fans. I was saying, that's true, right? Like I can kind of handle the emails I get. Don't send me fan mail. Unless there's something. Don't send me links to articles unless it's really up my alley. Don't send me, hey, what's going on? I don't have the time, and I'd like to respond to all that, but I don't. But at least I can kind of. Like we got the internet, so we can do super chats. Could you imagine if George Clooney did a podcast? He wouldn't be able to keep up. You know, I get recognized like maybe twice a year, more like 1.5 times a year in public. That's fine. That's cool. It's enough to stroke the ego. If you're George Clooney or The Rock, you can't go anywhere. Everyone knows who you are. That sucks. All right, that's it. There we go. Questions, answers. AssholeConsulting.com. We'll see you guys later. Toodles.